So let me ask you a question. So obviously you're from Jersey, right?
Yep.
Okay. Have you seen these new cats that have come out from Jersey, Enzo and Cass?
Oh my God, I love them. I love them.
Yeah.
I met Kaz a long time ago, and Enzo. My God, he reminds me a little bit. I think he reminds me a little bit of me. Right. When I was really over the top.
Right.
But both, and it's sort of a cross between that and really, like Billy and Road Dogg. It's not doing the same shtick, but doing the same type of stuff that gets people, in their pocket.
What's so good about them is that it's just like you, and this is what people don't realize, is that what gets you over is when you have things that fans can imitate. You got a lot of imitatable stuff that people can do. The good God and stuff, the diamond cutter sign, like the fans do. Bro, Enzo and Cass got that to the point the fans are just repeating the ring entry.
Damn,
yeah. Remember this is great. The first day I went to work at WCW, and I'll never forget, I've told this story before, but my first day when I walked into work on the job, I park at center stage in the parking lot. It's my first ever day. I get out. I walk in the building. You're the first person I see, and you got this wide-eyed look of shock on your face, and you're going, "Did you see that?" I'm like, "No, I just got here." He goes, "Orndorff just kicked the shit out of Vader." I'll never forget my first day ever of WCW. Those were the first lines spoken to me. That I showed up to work the first day, and Orndorff got beat up Vader in the back. Man, I was like, "Jesus!" These guys are like, "What are these guys doing here? They beat each other up and stuff." It's like, me. I'm not like a private school kid, from Marietta, Georgia. I didn't know what was going on there. Yeah. That was great.
I was reading this thing that your name Dallas is because you're a Cowboy fan.
Well, as a kid,
yeah.
of course, I'm back now.
Okay, yeah.
But as a kid, I loved them.
Do you remember any of those players?
Staubach, I'm pretty sure, was quarterback at that time.
Right.
Landry was the coach.
Right.
I forget all the different guys' names, that came up through the different times. You ever watch A Football Life? Ever watch any of it?
No.
Oh, my God. I think it's one of the best shows on television. It's like documentaries. It's like a biopic of each guy. And last week was Troy Aikman.
Right.
And, man, I love how they get right into the personality of the guy.
Right.
And you feel like you know this guy. So
where is this show on?
It's on ESPN. It's called.
Have you seen it, Glenn?
Well, actually, it's on the Football Channel. It's on the Football Channel, and it's called A Football Life.
Oh, Football Life. Yeah.
Yeah, they're amazing. Like every one of them, every one of the stories. I feel like if the NFL, which they are doing now, but they mainly get the guy towards the end of his career. If they did something like that, like I used to do bios and stuff of different wrestlers coming in, so you knew a little bit about the guy. Which makes you care about him more. And that's like Disco was talking about before, what Enzo and Kaz has done is that they've made the people care. They've gotten the people involved because just like, the referee's sort of like the third guy in the ring, more importantly, before the referee is the crowd. And if you've got them doing your thing, then the office, the only reason that Diamond Dallas Page ever became a top guy is because I could prove without saying a word how many tens of thousands of people put the Diamond Cutter sign up.
Yeah.
That was a determining factor that they could not ignore.
Right. Yeah, well, bro, that it's just so funny because, you were always a student of the game, always a hard worker. I remember one time we were in Buffalo. Remember when they used to do those Elio DePaulo benefits or whatever?
Sure.
Yeah.
Dennis DePaulo. And
yeah.
his dad, Elio. Yeah.
Right. And we were watching a match, and it was Macho Man, and I want to
And Flair.
Yeah, and you were looking at that match, and you were going, man, I just want to be able to one day get to that point that I just have the crowd in my hands, like they did that night, and they didn't have to do much either. And, you were always going out there and busting your ass. And then I remember fast forward a couple years later, and you were in that same position against Macho Man. That I just thought was really, really cool moment that you had been able to reach what you always wanted.